leading field goal. So, Shannon, can you see him being a breakout star?
By breakout, we talking about Pro Bowl, All Pro? Because
Yeah.
I don't see that, Skip.
Pro Bowl.
First of all, no. First of all, Amari Cooper. I don't know why people are so anxious, so excited to put him in front of Amari. He can't see Amari. I know Jerry Jones says this guy has talent, and I know Dak says he's like he's walking up under the ball. And Michael Irvin is heap praise and kudos. He wears the number 88. But CeeDee Lamb cannot see Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is the Cowboys' best receiver. Now, I get it. Sometimes on the road, Skip, he'll disappear. But with Amari Cooper, you saw what he did last night. Now, CeeDee Lamb had 15 targets. Are you telling me he's going to get 15 targets every game? He only caught 7 of them. 7, that's not good.
Well, it's because he dropped a bunch of them.
Oh, okay then.
Yep.
So for me, Skip, look, Amari Cooper is their best receiver. And Amari Cooper is going to continuously get their best DB. They're going to be a time where maybe CeeDee Lamb surpasses Amari. But it's not now. It's not this year, and it's probably not going to be next year. Amari Cooper is technically and fundamentally sound. There are not 5 people that can run routes better than Amari Cooper in the NFL.
I give you that.
So he is not going anywhere.
But who made the biggest catches last night? Who had the lightning plays last night? Who caught the first touchdown pass of 22, making up for his early drops? And who caught the big 31-yarder on 3rd down that got them in field goal range?
But Skip, do you see Amari, that comeback he ran on Jamal Dean?
There's nothing like it. There's not a better route runner. He's got sweet feet.
He does.
Okay, I got it. What did I tell you before the year? And you scoffed at me. I said CeeDee Lamb will be back there returning punts. What did you see last night? He was back there returning punts. He is a game breaker. He is a difference maker.
You asked him for trouble, Skip.
Okay, I got it, but he is run after catch. He is physical and he's powerful and he is fearless, maybe to a fault. I got you. You're exposing him to some real trouble back there, but they just thought we need a play made, and that's one way to get a play made because you know what happened in like Deshaun Jackson's early year. You just put him back there. If you need the game broken open, we need a touchdown. We need
Tyreek.
Okay, put him back there and just let him run. He can't run like Tyreek. He can't run like Deshaun. To me, he's a bigger, stronger, more
he's
physical.
more slick. He's more wiggle.
Okay, what do I see early on that's starting to scare me? Is there's a little Jamar Chase going on here where he's got some demons going on because he had a big drop early 4th quarter against Washington on Thanksgiving. And then last night, early on in that game, we could see him real quick. He dropped a couple balls. One's underthrown a little bit by Dak. If you're the guy I think you are, you have to catch the first one, and you definitely have to catch the second one. This is the first one. Slight underthrow. But you know what? I'm sorry. If you're
He lost his footing, Skip. I'm going to give him that.
And then
but this was the one, Skip. You got to catch this one.
You're running before you're catching.
Right.
Okay, we got that. And yet, then we got the throw. Yeah. We got the throw over the middle into high traffic, and you can't flinch from it, and you get both hands on it, and it might have been Dak's best throw. I agree with you. Best throw of the night because it's got some juice on it. And you just, if both hands get on the football, I don't care how much traffic is around you, how shielded you are, you just got to make that catch. That's the kind of breakout catch that I thought we would see.
Right.
But then he would cancel that one out with the big 31-yarder at the end of the game.
Let me tell you something. With great guys that's run after the catch, they're going to have a lot of drops because they're thinking run after the catch.
You could be right.
You're gonna get that a lot.
I told you his last year at the University of Oklahoma with Kyler.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, with Jalen at that point. But he's all they got. And they're throwing it to him, and he's running through 5 Texas Longhorns. Well, obviously, these are no longer Texas Longhorns. I got it. But again, you want to talk about big-time run after catch, he will continue to emerge. So who emerged in Hard Knocks? Well, I was a little bit surprised because I don't know what he's like off the field. He was a little more soft-spoken
He's
than
a little bit more quiet and reserved,
And he was a little more humble, almost to a fault, because I don't get a lot of diva receiver in him. I don't get big personality,
But Skip, did you bet? I mean, what about Coop? Coop, like, I don't really like to talk, but that got me riled up. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, that got me going. Dak's not even playing, Skip. Dak's not even practicing.
Okay, they're kind of 2 peas in the pod because they're both soft, and CeeDee was like, was genuflecting to Amari, like, teach me, show me the way. You know, it's not like, I'm your equal.
Right.
He was like the people, right?
Exactly. And Amari Skipper, you know, Amari Harris Dak is getting Amari riled up, not even private, because that's not Amari's nature. Amari says, I don't talk. I just go play. But then Dak, you know, Trayvon started talking. Dak's going back and forth. Amari like, oh, y'all bringing me into it too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go do this.
Okay, I got it. But the classic Dak quote that you referred to came in episode 2 of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
When he was just standing on the side watching Cooper Rush throw a go ball to CeeDee Lamb, and he said, it's like he walks under go balls because he's not, it doesn't look like he's running that hard or that fast, but he is moving.
Skip, it's the same thing. The 7 route, which is a corner route that he threw for the touchdown. You look at Amari, you look at like, well, damn, he's not even, and next thing you know, he's under for a 28-yard touchdown. But Cockrell has to understand, Skip.
But he's the backup to the backup. So go ahead. Yeah.
You got to, but Skip, you know your help. Okay, Amari's in that situation. What's the only thing he can run? He can only run an out or a 7 route.
Okay.
I'm going to his hip. I'm gonna run it for him. If he runs the post, I got Winfield Jr. in the post to blow him up. But Skip, you just gotta understand. Skip, you just gotta understand.
CeeDee breaking out.
He ain't breaking out over Amari. Amari is already out.
All right, guys, we are switching gears because Cam Newton just shared why he thought the Patriots cut him. We'll tell you what he said next. No mercy, no mercy. Had many Cowboy fans crying foul. Brady found Chris Godwin for 24 yards on a back shoulder throw to put the Bucs in field goal range, and Cowboys corner Jordan Lewis ended up falling down after slight contact to the receiver. Now, the rules analyst on the broadcast said it should have been offensive pass interference. So, Shannon, was this an offensive play?
I don't believe so. Skip, it looks like they lined up in a 3-by-1. Godwin is in the slot, and he knows he's going to get a back shoulder throw. Now, he's on the left-hand side, which means his back shoulder is going to be his right shoulder. So he's going to have to, he's fighting with Jordan Lewis. I think that's, you said Jordan Lewis. That's Jordan Lewis.
He's a slot corner.
Right, so he knows he's going to have to give Tom Brady a throw to his right shoulder. So he's going to have to crossover fight and open up. And that's what he did. I mean, they're fighting. Look at Jordan Lewis has his arms on him. And basically, all he does is just crosses over, gives him a back shoulder throw. Tom put it right on the money. That's an unbelievable throw. Give Godwin credit that he gave him some room on the sideline, and Jordan Lewis just slipped down. I mean, I guess as it started to get late tonight, Skip, you know how it is in the South. And the dude starts to get on the field as it gets later because it was hot during the day, and the field gets slick. And so now all of a sudden, guys are going to start falling down, and it's a lot more difficult on the DB who doesn't know where the receiver's going as opposed to a receiver that knows where I'm going. But I didn't think that was an offensive pass interference. It wasn't. He didn't extend. Yeah, I mean, we're fighting for a position. You're entitled to your position. I'm entitled to my position. You just fell down. But I thought it was a great route by Godwin. I thought it was an even better throw by TB. And it was a great play, and they needed it because now that set up basically a walk-off field goal.
It was the play of the night. It was GOAT being GOAT. It was a play that they've clearly practiced even in the public park during the pandemic 1,000 times because it is a timing throw.
Yes.
The ball is gone before he back shoulders, before he stops, breaks his route off.
Yes.
And the ball has to be there before even Chris turns to look.
Correct.
Okay, so now let's frame this with, as we just pointed out, as Alex pointed out, that NBC's former ref analyst said, definitely pass interference because he extended. But Chris Godwin said we were just hand fighting.
Yeah,
that's all that was, okay? Mike McCarthy said after the game, to his credit, he said, I don't want to see a game decided that way. Well, we go back and forth on this show. If it's in the first quarter or the fourth quarter, does it matter? Was it extension? Was it a clear push-off pass interference? Well, Mike McCarthy, I think, thought to his eye, it was close but no cigar. Like you can't call that. And finally, Jordan Lewis, to his credit, said it was a toss-up call, like it could have gone either way. So when it happened and I saw the first replay, my first thought was, if they had called it, I would not, jump out the window because the point was it was close enough to call. But I'm still okay that they did not call it because there's not clear extension on this play. The arm doesn't go all the way out. It's more of a forearm.
Skip, it's like, watch what he does with his left arm. He tries to get it over because he got to open because it's going to be a back shoulder, and his back shoulder is his right shoulder.
Okay. So Jordan Lewis's problem is he's already a little bit fooled. Like he's a little bit fooled, and then it becomes the equivalent of a flop to me. Because once he knows he's beaten, once he looks up and like, oh, you know what?
It's the Jordan Byron Russell. He's already off balance, so it looks worse.
Just go ahead and fall down and hope that you get the call. And Jordan Lewis is a shrewd little operator. He's been around now for, 4 years. He was a third-round pick out of Michigan, and I like him. And he knows how to play, and he's made a lot of big, key, little plays for this team. And he was trying to just get the call, but it's not blatant enough, and I'm sure Cowboy Nation's going to hate me for saying this, but it's not blatant enough to say, hey, you had to call that. It changed the game. I don't think it changed the game, and the play was executed so brilliantly on both ends because Godwin's a Pro Bowl receiver, and again, to be able to stop and gather yourself and balance up and catch the ball, not the simplest play.
But Skip, what's most impressive is you watch how Tom Brady's offensive line passed these stunts off. If we can go back and look at this from the beginning, that's what